Hello, CIS201 students. Welcome to our course. It's spring 2020, and I'm glad to have you here. My name's Renee Riley. This is my resume at a glance slide. These are some of the companies I've worked for and some of the certifications that I hold. So my interests besides teaching is a big thing. I really enjoy gardening, and I like teaching 3D animation and game programming courses because I think that's where our future is. Now, as far as our course, CIS201, this semester we'll be working with Excel and Access. So we'll be focused on those products, becoming experts. And Office will be available to you free through your OTC account. And we'll also be using SAM, the online facility, for project grading and training for our office information. Now, I want you to take a look at our syllabus. Let's switch over to Canvas. In our Canvas course, if you go into the modules section, you'll see our syllabus right off the bat. You can download the syllabus to save it to your computer, or you can review it online, or both. In the syllabus, you'll find really important information, like when our proctored exam is, and information that's specific to certain types of computers, and information about your textbook, our course description and information, our schedule. You'll see that each week we'll be covering a different module. We'll be doing lab activities and quizzes and SAM projects for these modules. And then we'll have our final project at the end. The syllabus also contains information on how to contact me, my office hours, and my office location in case you'd like to come in and meet in person. We can, of course, always use Skype or Zoom to get together one-on-one if you'd like some special help with something. My preferred method of communication is through the Canvas inbox. Using the inbox will allow us both to keep track of our conversation. My schedule is included in the syllabus. In case there's a time you're having an emergency, you can see if I'm tied up in class and I'm not just ignoring you. And then there's some information on how to access your grades in Canvas and how to access information about your SAM projects and the score that you received on your SAM projects. So that's some great info that's there in your syllabus. Now, some OTC policies. Your attendance is mandatory. So since we're in an online class, attendance will consist of completing something, doing some sort of activity in the course. So you would want to make sure that you didn't allow 14 days to go by without completing some sort of meaningful activity. The last of the syllabus gives you other contact information for resources that are available to you through OTC. So take a look at that. Now, when you've finished working through the syllabus, you'll be ready to look at a couple of things. Now, we're going to come back to our ebooks and SAM, but I want to skip ahead and look at lesson 1 first. In lesson 1, you'll be asked to create a discussion post that introduces you to the class, write a quick journal entry about your goals, and complete the syllabus quiz. So make sure you've looked through the syllabus before you attempt that syllabus quiz. Also, in this first week is training available for Module 1, 2, and 3 of Excel, and these are the modules that were covered in CIS101. This training is available in case you need a refresher. Okay, so that will be what's happening. Now to back up, we've got our syllabus information taken care of. Let's take a look at our ebooks. Now you have two books. You'll have an Excel book and an Access book. Let's click on your Excel book first. This will be your first access of SAM, the online system, Cengage's system. So you may be asked to log in. Use your standard OTC account. It should be all set for you. There shouldn't be anything that you have to do out of the ordinary. For each module, there is an ebook section. Our first module that we do after our intro will be module 4. You'll go into the module, and I'm looking at the table of contents to this module. You could click on any of the items here to go directly to that item. Now, this module does have what I call a chapter project. The project is a mortgage payment calculator, and as you read through the ebook, it will walk you through this project. It's important to do these chapter projects to be prepared for your lab activity and your SAM project. The chapter project will show you how to do each of the different tasks in Excel that you'll be required to do. So this module is going to be talking about doing amortization schedule, which is a loan repayment schedule. And it's going to show you all sorts of things about formatting Excel, naming cells, using some of the various financial functions that are really important, using a data table, and then you'll create the actual amortization schedule. As you can see, it's quite involved. The chapter will become available to you on a Monday, and that will give you time to work through the chapter project. There will normally be an instructor video available to help you work through the project if you like, and the optional SAM training modules for each section will also help you with that information. Now, some students prefer to go straight to the lab. What is the lab? Well, for each module, you'll have assigned the reading and a lab. The lab will come from the In the Labs section. I'm going to skip back over to Canvas here. So for Module 4, the lab that's going to be required is Lab 2. Here's Lab 1, and here's Lab 2. So Lab 2 is going to explain what steps are required. So if you feel like your Excel knowledge is already pretty good, you can skip directly to the lab and work through it. And if you run into a task that you're not sure how to accomplish, you can refer to the training to accomplish that task, or you can refer to the book. So the options are available for you, lots of different ways for you to go through the material. So for each module that we have, each lesson, we'll have a unit assignment. We'll have a quiz, a lab, and a SAM project. The quiz, if you notice, is first, and that's because it's an open book quiz. So you can take that quiz at any point during the week, but some people like to take it at the beginning as an open book study guide. It's totally up to you. Now, the last thing that you might need to complete is a SAM project. If I click on the SAM project, my window is going to look a little bit different than yours because as an instructor, I have different options available than you do. I apologize for that, but the test student account just doesn't work across SAM. So you're going to have a project file to download and instructions. So you'll download your instructions and the start file. I'm afraid that you won't get the solution, but I can help you with that if you need help. Now, after you've downloaded the instructions and the start file, you will follow the instructions to complete the project. Then you will have an option that says submit this assignment, and you will upload your completed file, and Sam will grade it for you. And your grade will show up in Canvas, and you can run the SAM reports to find out details about why you were given a certain grade. And the SAM reports information can be found again in your syllabus. All right, so some things for you to get used to. You've seen how to access your ebooks. Quickly about accessing SAM, and you understand that for each module you'll have a quiz, a lab, and a SAM project. Now the next thing I say here is Google that. Why? Well, because SAM has many instructional videos available, and if you're not sure how to accomplish a task, you can usually Google it, like, how do I submit a SAM project? And you'll get information on a SAM video. Now, one other thing I'd like to show you, though, I'm going to switch back to Canvas. In our Canvas course, under our SAM module link, we have all these great SAM resources. SAM itself is an online facility that is available to students. So if you click on, like, the ebook, that's going to take you directly to the book. If you click on a SAM project, that's going to take you directly to the project. But you can actually go to SAM's home screen, and see all of those things if you like. Now I'm going to click on this. You don't have to, but it's sometimes nice to know that this is behind the scenes for you. Now I'm going to change my view to a student view so that it looks a little bit like yours. Now, you should see all of the different assignments that are due. And you can change your view from the calendar to a list. Remember, all of the training is optional. That's why it's always available. And then some things are not optional, and they have a due date. The projects are your assignments that are worth points, so I can uncheck all of these other options so that I'm just looking at projects, and I can see all our SAM projects here directly within SAM. Now, if you were to do the project here directly within SAM, that's fine. SAM will still report your status back to Canvas. Now, if you are confused about why you got a score on one of your SAM projects, you can use this reports option to get a detailed explanation of why you were given that score. Okay, so SAM is available to you if you would like to use it. We'll be using it behind the scenes. I'm going to close out of it. So that's our course in a nutshell. Oops, I wanted to show you one other thing. Let me Google that. Let's do submit SAM project. And here is a video on completing a SAM project. So for that first SAM project, you may need to refer to this. It may be something that you are very familiar with from your CIS101 class. So that's why I'm not going to put a lot of SAM resources in our course, because I know most of you are already familiar with all of those things and facilities. So back to this. I hope you have a great semester, and please stay in touch. Let me know if you need anything. When we're working online, of course, we get to talk to each other with the discussion boards and many other facilities, but I sure do want to hear from you if you run into any sort of problem or glitch. When we're using this much technology, sometimes we can have some things that don't like to communicate with each other. So please do let me know if you run into anything like that, and I'll take care of it. I hope you have a great semester again. And good luck.